Caitlin from Caitlin and Jazz Books, and today I'm going to be doing a tag that went around ages ago, but the Intimidating TBR tag. So my current read is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince by J.K. Rowling, and I've been reading it for a week on page 215. I'm still in a slump, but yeah, this is very good. You all know what it's about by now, so I won't say. But yeah, the cover's gorgeous. I love the colour. Question 1 is a book on your TBR pile that you haven't finished. Now for this, I chose Serena by Ron Rash, which I got about halfway through and I stopped. If you've watched our Books That We Don't Like video, this is actually in it. I gave this 1 star when I first read it, but I want to watch the film, and I haven't seen the film because I wanted to read the book first, and I did not like the book, so I just thought I wouldn't like the film, even though it's Jennifer Lawrence, so I still want to watch it. But anyway, yeah, I think if I read the book and I like the book more, because obviously I read this to start with a year and a half ago, and it's not YA, it's adult fiction, and I didn't understand the writing style, and I didn't enjoy the story. I didn't really know what was going on, and I think if I read it now, I'd know what was going on more and I'd enjoy it better. So I do want to try it out again. And when I first read it, I thought the writing was really small, but looking at it now, it's really not. But yeah, and it's quite a small book, so I reckon if I read it again now, I would enjoy it more. So I'm going to choose Serena. Question 2 is a book you haven't had the time to read. And for this one, I'm going to pick Hamlet by William Shakespeare. Obviously, you all know what this is about, but I got this, my grandpa gave this to me to read like ages ago, and I really like Shakespeare, so I do want to read it. I just haven't had the time to read, and I haven't been in the mood to sit down and decipher what it all means, because obviously Shakespeare isn't the easiest to understand, so when I'm reading it you have to really think about what it means, and I would like to read it, but I just haven't gotten round to it, because every time I think, oh, I could read that, I think, do I really want to have to read every word and try and figure out what every word's talking about. But it's not even this thick. It starts about the tragedy of Hamlet. It starts about here. Yeah. So it starts here, so this much is just notes and stuff. So the actual thing is probably even shorter than that, because it will have words at the back. But yeah, I just haven't gotten around to reading this. I do want to read it, just haven't got there yet. 3 is a book that I haven't read because it's a sequel. And I don't actually have any books which I don't have a book when I haven't got the first one, if that makes sense. Say with, Divergent. I don't have Insurgent and not Divergent, if you get what I mean by that. But I'm going to go with Sarah J Maas books, because I've read Throne of Glass, Crowd of Midnight, Heir of Fire, and A Court of Thorns and Roses. And then I have Queen of Shadows, A Court of Mist and Fury, and I have The Assassin's Blade. And I obviously haven't gotten around to them yet because they're sequels and I have not actually finished the rest of the series yet. So I'll go with Sarah J Maas, but yeah. Also, she might be later on in this video as well, so I apologise if she's 2 of the answers. But yeah, so pretty much every Sarah J Maas book I have not read yet is a book you haven't read because it's brand new. For this one, I'm going to have Empire of Storms by Sarah J Maas. There we go, that's that one. Because obviously I have not yet finished Throne of Glass, but I've only got Queen of Shadows and The Assassin's Blade left before I can move on, and I am planning on reading Queen of Shadows this month, so hopefully I'll be able to buy it soon and read it soon, because I'm very excited to see where it goes, even though I'm not loving all the ships that she has going on because mine isn't working out, but you know, it's fine. So yeah, I'm going to go with Empire of Storms. Question number 5 is a book by an author you've read previously but didn't really like. And for this I'm going to say Flawed by Cecilia Ahern, who is the writer of Love Rosie or Where Rainbows End, which I didn't love if you've seen my last TBR. But what's the book called? I said it just a second ago. Flawed. Is it called Flawed? Give me a second. Flawed. Flawed I don't actually have, but I do want to read. I saw it in the book Waterstones and I was like, oh, should I buy it? And I didn't, because I obviously didn't like her other book that I read. But then I watched a review by Peyton Reese. If you haven't watched that, go check her out because she's really good. But I watched a review about the book by her, and I just thought like it sounded like something I would really enjoy. So I'm thinking I am going to buy it, but obviously I didn't previously like her writing, so hopefully this one will be better. Number 6 is a book on your TBR pile that you're just not in the mood to read. And for this I'm going to go with The Two of Us by Andy Jones. And the reason I'm not in the mood to read this is because it is a contemporary, and I do not tend to read contemporaries as much. I do not like them as much as fantasy, dystopia, all the good stuff. Because every contemporary I seem to read, I don't love it, except for Me Before You and the occasional John Green book. But apart from that, I just don't really read contemporary, so I'm not really in the mood to read this. But then of course the same goes for Hamlet, I'm just not really in the mood to read it. But you know, can't love them all, can ya? Number 7 is a book on your TBR pile that you haven't read because it's enormous. Now this one I actually have read, and that is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. But up until a month ago, it was really putting me off because it's 800 pages, and I was not about that. But yeah, so I have read it now, and I'm really happy that I read it. But I was definitely putting it off for reasons that it is a brick. Like, this one's only 500 pages. Add another 300 pages onto that. I'm really great at maths, English. And it's about that big, and I was like, oh my god. And you know, Harry Potter writing isn't the largest, it's not massive, but it's not tiny even, but it's not massive, if you get what I mean. But yeah, so Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Number 8 is a book on your TBR pile that you bought because of the cover. And for this one I'm going to say Revel of the Sands by Alwyn Hamilton. And this is actually on my TBR for this month, which I'll be reading after Queen of Shadows. But this I definitely bought because of the cover, because it's shiny and gold and gorgeous. But I do want to read it. Like, I think it sounds good and it's nice and small. I'm not sure, everything just feels small now because everything I've been reading is really large. But yeah, I definitely picked this up because of the cover was gorgeous. But you know, no regrets because it sounds like a good story anyway. So number 9 is the book on your TBR pile that you find the most intimidating. And this I'm going to pick every single popular book series out there that I have not read, including The End of Harry Potter, the Lunar Chronicles, the Selection series, whatever you want to call them, like the prequels to Maze Runner. I find all of them so like, oh, I have to read them because everyone else has read them and loved them, and I feel like a fake reader saying I haven't read them because they're so like big and everyone loves them, and I'm like, haha, yeah, I totally love them when really I haven't read them. So definitely all the big book series out there I have got here. I've got the Selection, and I'm finishing off the Harry Potter, I'm finishing off Throne of Glass, I'm finishing off A Court of Thorns and Roses, so I am getting there. When the new prequel Maze Runner comes out, The Fever Code, I want to read the Death Cure? No, that's the third one. The Maze Runner, Scorch Trials, Death Cure, Kill Order. I want to read the Kill Order, I want to read the Fever Code. When they come out, I think I'm gonna marathon them. Yeah. Before, it was definitely, I felt really intimidated by Cassandra Clare's because I had not caught up with her. But now I'm all caught up with her, so that's fine. And I know it's such a good feeling when you catch up with everything. But yeah, there's thousands of really like well-known, loved series which I have not read, and they're just really intimidating because it's like, I know I have to read them but I don't have time. Too many books, too little time. That's it for my Intimidating TBR tag challenge thing. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment if you want to. Jasmine will see you next week. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you're having a nice day. Comment your current read if you want to, if you got this far. But yeah, so see you in 2 weeks. Bye guys.